What's going on, guys? Welcome back to the channel. Now today I want to do things a little bit differently. I'm going to be shooting my very first vlog on this channel, and this video is inspired from a TikTok that I did a few months ago. I posted a really small condo on my TikTok page and said, you know, who wants to see the smallest condo in Toronto? And it blew up like overnight. It had like a couple 100,000 views. I think now it's sitting at about 500,000. So it goes to show you that people are just obsessed with small spaces. So I went ahead and I booked the 3 smallest condos that I could find currently on the market here in Toronto. These are typically investor style condos. Before the pandemic, actually, like bachelors and studio apartments were the hottest condos on the market. Literally, investors were buying them sight unseen. Now, obviously, with the pandemic, everybody working from home, you know, there has been a little bit of a shift in the fact that, you know, these studio apartments are not lingering on the market, but they're still desirable. They're still decent investment properties, and we are going to go check out the smallest 3 that I could find and see how livable they actually are. Of course, before we get into it, make sure you like, comment, and subscribe to the channel. Let me know if you want to see more of these vlog style videos, and let's get into it. Okay, so we're just getting our morning started with some coffee here. Actually, this mug, one of our subscribers on the Demetres channel actually gave us this mug, which I thought was, you know, super cute. It's got me and my girlfriend on there, so I've been drinking out of this lately. I've already narrowed it down to a few properties for us to go look at. Basically, I put some filters on my MLS saying that I want to see all the properties with no bedrooms that are over $200,000, and I did that because anything with no bedrooms under $200,000 is likely a parking spot, and obviously we don't want to go see those. So I've got it narrowed down to 3 super tiny condos. So I'm gonna book these showings and then we're gonna hit the road. Okay guys, so we're just walking up to the first condo at 11 Wellesley. It's just off the corner of Yonge and Wellesley, so a really good location. But I added this one to the list, not because it's so small, but it has a little bit of a weird layout, which will make it feel smaller than it actually is. That, and it does come at a pretty high price point for its size, so I definitely thought it was worth checking out. So let's go inside and take a look. We're in. So you walk in the condo and it's pretty standard. You got your bathroom on the right, just your typical 4-piece bathroom. You got your washer and dryer over here on the left, and then there is another little closet. This is literally the only closet that is in the entire condo. And then as you make your way in, there is this really tight hallway, and your kitchen is literally in the hallway. I don't know if you guys can see, but like my shoulder width, just enough to get through this hallway. And this is where you're gonna be cooking. I will say this kitchen has absolutely everything you need. You've got your built-in appliances here. There is even an integrated dishwasher right here, hidden in the cabinetry, pretty fancy. The building is new, okay? So you're gonna see a lot of like modern designs here with the modern finishes. There's an electric cooktop here, and even your fridge and your freezer are integrated into the cabinetry again. But once you get past the hallway and the kitchen, you make your way into the bedroom, living space, dining area, all of the above, and this is it. They actually do have a Murphy bed in here, which is like a staple if you're gonna do small studio spaces. And the Murphy bed actually comes with the property, and it is a very nice one, I will say. I'm not gonna lie, this unit is quite small. It's 342 square feet. But it's very livable. I would even say that I could potentially live in here if I had to. Obviously, you know, I wouldn't want to. It's very doable. Like I said, you know, you got your Murphy bed over here, and that's where you're gonna be sleeping. But during the day, you know, you could have a little desk here and, you know, do a little office. I would probably mount a TV on that wall. And I mean, what else do you need? Not to mention that we are on the 60th floor, we're facing north, and this place has an absolutely incredible view of the city. Let's head out on the balcony here real quick, because I hope you guys aren't afraid of heights, because this is high. Holy, look at that view though. It is quite nice. It is a long way down. But I mean, you know, part of the purchase price here is you are paying for the height. With that being said, let's talk some numbers. So the interior square footage of this condo is 342 square feet, and it's listed for $599,000, which puts it at about $1,750 a square foot. Given the age of the building and its proximity to, you know, Ryerson and U of T and how rentable this space is to any student, they're not far off on the price. The only thing that I will say is that the layout of this condo is absolutely horrible, and the fact that it has this long hallway. This has got to be the most expensive hallway you've ever seen. Definitely a small space for sure, but they did a really good job of utilizing it with the Murphy bed, and it's actually very livable. Let's make our way to the next unit. Okay, so we are on our way to the next condo, and the next condo is at 215 Queen Street, which is actually the building that I did that TikTok on that extremely small unit that got a bunch of views. And this isn't the exact same unit, but this building does have a handful of units that are under 300 square feet. So the one I'm gonna show you guys today is under 300 square feet. We're gonna go check it out and see how livable it is and what you guys think of it. Okay, so we are inside the second condo, and I'm not gonna lie, it's pretty small, but let me give you a quick tour. So as soon as you walk in, kitchen's on your left, bathroom is on the other side. You walk in, and here is your bedroom, living room, everything, and tour's over. This is a very small condo. I believe the exact square footage on this is between 290 and 300 square feet. Now, this is slightly bigger than the condo that I did the TikTok on, but I mean, it's very comparable in size. Like I said, you know, this building has the smallest condos in Toronto, and this one's actually not for sale. This one is for lease. So for all you renters out there, this thing is actually going for $1,750 a month. The bathroom is quite small, but it is modern. It's nice. And same thing with the kitchen, you know, very modern, very, you know, compact. They got the 2-burner cooktop here. This condo even has a dishwasher, if you can believe it. It looks just like a little cupboard, but sure enough, you slide it out and there's a little half dishwasher there for you. They actually do have laundry inside the suite. They have combo washer dryer, so that unit will actually do your washing and drying all in one cycle. They've done a really good job of putting everything you need in such a small, compact space. And I mean, the view, you know, it's nothing too exciting. There is a building directly across the way. But if you look, you know, to your west, you have a pretty open view, and then, like I said, the building, and then actually if you look straight east, you do have a nice view of City Hall. But I mean, that is pretty much it. In terms of brand new construction condos that you can buy, you know, this is as small as it gets, and I'm not gonna lie, it would be tough to live in this space. It is doable if you had to, and you know, if you want to live in the big city and you're on a budget, this is as cheap as you are gonna find for a lease. You know, downtown in a new building, you know, $1,750, that's what you're gonna get. And I mean, you know, if you can make it work, good on you. Make sure you guys go in the comment section and let me know, can you make a 290 square foot space work? I'm not gonna lie, this place is pretty freaking small. I don't think I could do it. Okay guys, so I'm taking you to the last condo of the day, and this one's at 197 Yonge Street. And it's funny, I actually sold this identical unit just a few floors lower about a year ago, but I didn't put this one on the list because it's super, super small. It's about 377 square feet, which is fairly small, but I put it on the list because of the price. It's at Yonge and Queen, a very, very good location, close to Ryerson, close to Dundas Square, exactly where you want to be. But this one also is on one of the top floors. It has an unbelievable view of the CN Tower, which warrants the extremely high price that it comes at. I wanted to show you guys, you know, what some of these smaller units are going for, because it is a little staggering. I figured we'd dip in there and go check out this unit real quick. One other thing I'll say real quick about this building is there is almost no parking anywhere near here except for at the mall. You know, this building was actually built on top of an old bank, which is super cool, but didn't really give the option for parking. So if you do buy 197 Yonge, just know that parking is a issue. Okay guys, so I'm inside the last condo building that we're gonna see today, and it's in the Massey Tower, which is a really, really cool building. You know, it was built on top of an old bank. You actually have to walk through the lobby and where the old vault was to get to the elevators. Just a really, really cool building. I'm gonna take you guys through this condo real quick because it is the most livable condo that we're gonna see today. It is a lot more open than the other one. So this one is 377 square feet, a little bit bigger, and it is open, like I said. So the space feels a little bit more livable. Now, things that I like about it, as soon as you get in the kitchen, it's all very modern. The building's only about 2 years old. Everything's integrated in here. So, you know, your fridge, your freezer, all integrated into the cabinetry. There's a really cool, probably the smallest dishwasher I've ever seen. Right down there, it's like a half dishwasher, which for some single person who's living here, you know, they're not gonna have a ton of dishes. Chances are they're gonna be Uber Eatsing all their meals out anyways, and that's also why there's a little 2-burner cooktop right there. Now, the layout is basically a giant square. You know, there's no wasted space, much like the first condo that we saw that had that long hallway that I said was a really expensive hallway. This one doesn't have it. All 377 square feet of this condo is being used and can be utilized. You know, they even put a little dining table here. You know, they got a little staging couch here, although, you know, not the best one. And then there's a spot for a double bed over there. And then, you know, just your standard 4-piece bath over here. You know, nothing really to note in the bathroom. It's pretty standard. They do have a fairly cool little sink here that they have in all the units in this building. The price comes with the view. Now, when you get out on this balcony, I'm not gonna lie, the view is quite nice. And we actually kind of got it at a really good time of the day where you can see the sun going down over Etobicoke here. But you have unobstructed views to the south. You can see the lake over here to the east, the financial district right there, of course, everyone's beloved CN Tower, and then you can actually see Etobicoke off in the distance if you look over the rail. So this is where, you know, your money goes when you're buying this particular unit. Now, you guys are all probably wondering, what is the price of this condo? And this one comes in at just under $700,000, which is about $1,850 a square foot, which is the highest price per square foot that we've seen so far. And that may sound astronomically high. With the way the market is going, you know, there's a really good chance that if you're watching this video in a year or two from now, that this could actually be a bargain. Just to give you guys an idea of where things are going. If you look at the average price of a condo in other major metropolitan cities like New York, where they're averaging over $2,000 a square foot, even Toronto actually has some pre-construction sales in Yorkville that are selling over $2,000 a square foot, and they're selling very quickly. So just to give you guys an idea of where things are going. So I'm really curious to get your guys' thoughts on this. You know, what do you think? Is this place worth $700,000? Could you live here? Let me know down in the comment section below. Okay guys, so we just pulled up to the house. We are done for the day. We're gonna go inside, grab some dinner. Let me know what you think of my little mini real estate vlog today, and let me know what you think of those bachelor suites. I know some of them are pretty tiny. As always, make sure you like, comment, and subscribe, and we will see you guys on the next video.